Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to my Tuesday Facebook Coffee and a Card Live. I am coming to you from a mostly cloudy and coolish Middle Tennessee. Although we're supposed to get up to 61 degrees today, so it looks to be a nice day. I see the sun's trying to peek out a little more, so maybe that'll be what changes it all. But right now, kind of coolish. My name is Maureen Rolfes, also known as the Crazy Stamping Lady. I have been an independent stamping demonstrator for over 27 years, and I love what I do. I'm here to help you find the joy of card making and paper crafting, and then help you share that joy by encouraging you to send those cards and projects you make out to others. Hi, Sharon. Glad you're here. Please be sure to give me a hello in the comments. Let me know. Oh, thanks for sharing, Sharon. I really appreciate that. Let me know you're here. Let me know you stopped by. If you're watching on the replay, make sure you put replay in there so I can kind of track how many come on later. I really appreciate that. I see eyeballs popping on in people, so I'm going to come and see if I'm on. You guys know I don't always come up very well, but I like to be sure I'm in the right place and everything is good, and I'm thinking I am. Oh yeah, there I am. I'm all good. Yay. Yay. Okay. As always, I will be drawing from all of the comments that you leave on this video today and tomorrow and giving away the card that we make today. I love to hear what you think. I love your comments. I love your thoughts. If there's something you want me to show you, let me know that and I'll try to do it in the future. Just say hi. Let me know how your weather is, how your life is. I love to hear from you. This is my connection to you and I love it so much, and that's why I do it. So your interacting with me really makes it worth it, and I appreciate that. Any comments left today through midnight tomorrow, the 21st, will be put into that drawing. And actually, as I've mentioned before, I take any comments up to the point that I draw, but by midnight tomorrow night, for sure those will get in, because even if I get up early and draw, you're going to be in the drawing. So please leave your comments. Congratulations to my last winner, Joan McPherson. She won that Softly Sophisticated card that we made last time, which I loved. And we're going to be playing with some similar but different products today. So hang in there with me. Joan, that's on the way to you in the mail, and thank you so much for watching and commenting. Hi, Francis. I see you popping on. Yay. Also, if you can share my video like Sharon did earlier, share it to your homepage, share it to a crafty friend, share it to a crafty group you belong to. That just gets me some exposure that I wouldn't otherwise get as a small business, and I appreciate that too. Hello, Francis. Okay, I'm going to turn you around. Let you see my clouds. Take you down to my table and make sure we're in the right place. I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. Sometimes it's hard to tell right where to put it. Okay, a few things. Oh, I forgot a couple things. I forgot my information, so we're just going to do that right on top here. Maureen Rolfes, Crazy Stamping Lady, crazystampinglady.blogspot's my blog, crazystampinglady@gmail is my email. Facebook.com/Crazy Stamping Lady is where you'll find my business page, and that is where you should be right now if you're watching this. My YouTube is Maureen Rolfes, and you can shop with me at stampingwithmaureen.stampinup.net. My hostess code for the month of February, should you choose to order from me, please use this hostess code. As long as your order is under $150 pre-shipping and handling and tax, if you use this hostess code, I get the most benefits for it. It allows me to earn product, and that product I can give back to you through giveaways and contests and kits and different things like that. So I appreciate it so much. If your order is over $150 pre-shipping and handling and tax, then don't use that code, because you will earn some hostess benefits of your own. And I just noticed my fingernails today almost match the color on here, which I think is fresh freesia. Look at that. I have fresh freesia nails. All right. Painted Lavender Bundle. My Painted Lavender Bundle is my bundle of the month for the month of February. Unfortunately, it's been back ordered, and it will not be available again until after March 5th, I think they're saying. So what I'm going to do is extend this bundle through the month of March. I'm going to have another one come March 1st, and there will just be 2 for that month because I want to give you an opportunity to be able to purchase this and give back to the Doors of Hope Ministry, because 100% of my profits will go to them for this bundle in February or March. And then also you can earn the free tutorial bundle of additional card ideas using that. So I'm going to be extending that. So when you see it's sold out right now, but it is coming back, just hang in there and I'll let you order in March. My free monthly virtual card class, if you purchased an order with me in the month of February using my hostess code, you can earn a free card kit. So a $50 order will get you 3 free card kits, 3 different cards. A $75 order will get you 3 free card kits plus a bonus project. And a $100 order will get you 3 free card kits, a bonus project, and a half a package of a current embellishment. I do 1 kit per person, so if you purchase more than once in the month, that is great, and I appreciate it, and you'll get all the other benefits. But for the kits, I will just choose whatever your largest order is, and that's the kit that you will get. My February kits class will be held on Monday, March 11th, so I will send those out on March 1st, and you should have them on time for the class on the 11th. If you don't, that video will stay there for you to watch anytime. It's at 11 o'clock a.m. Central, and that video is open to everybody. You may not have the kits, but you can certainly hop on and watch me and see the projects that we make. I'm also having my paid virtual class this coming Saturday. I don't have that info here because it is now closed, but all of the kits went out as of today, so watch for them to come to you in the mail. And yeah, I'm excited about that. So I'll send you guys a reminder email if you've signed up for that class. Okay, cards. I did get 1 amazing card this week. This is from my friend Joan in Arizona. And I'm just going to tell you right now, it is one of the most beautiful cards to me. I am a clean and simple gal. I don't need tons of layers and tons of glitz. I just love a beautiful card, and yellow's my favorite color. And Joan sent this to me, and I think it is just so lovely. Now I can't tell, but I think this is all pre-printed or pre-stamped. I'm not sure. And then she colored all the images on here. But I love it. And Joan, I am going to try to duplicate a card like this. I think it is so pretty. It won't be exact, but it'll be something. So I'm hanging on to this. Watch for a case of this card coming in the future. So Joan, thank you for thinking of me. All right. Celebration is still going strong. We're not using anything out of here today, but don't forget about it because you only have to the end of this month to earn any of these free and amazing products. Now you'll remember when Celebration started, I was sure that the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper would sell out, but it has not yet, which just shocks me. Actually, nothing has sold out, which is amazing and good for you because you can still get anything out of here, but you only have till the end of February. So like a $50 purchase would not only get you your $50 in merchandise, it would get you something free for Celebration. It would get you the card kit from me. It would get you a thank you note at the end of the month. There's just a lot of benefits of ordering. So consider that before the month is up. And if you're struggling with what you want to get, remember that prepaid paper pumpkin subscriptions count. So you would pay for it on regular order on my site. You would go plug that hostess code into paperpumpkin.com to get your subscription started. As soon as you place that order, you will have earned free Celebration items depending upon how large your order is. All right. And then we do have more to celebrate. So they did add some fun new products. If you go to the website and you don't know for sure, just click on under the shopping and stuff, the tab that says Celebration, and you should be able to see everything that's being offered. Mini catalog. So we're playing with some stuff out of here. Today I'm not going to show you the card ahead of time. I made a couple similar cards to this but with other designer series paper that's not current, and already sent them out. So I'm kind of doing this from memory also. But I'm going to make a card today, and I have it all prepped, and I think it'll come together perfectly. We'll see, right? And I'm going to be using the Perennial Lavender Designer Series paper. We're going to be using these beautiful paper butterfly accents. And I'm going to be using my favorite dies of all time. Now I'm starting to think the Thoughtful Expressions dies on page 61 of this catalog. I think these are available. I looked yesterday. I'm pretty sure these are currently available. I was originally, excuse me, going to be focusing on my Painted Lavender set bundle, but because this is on back order right now and you can't get the bundle, I decided not to, so that is why I'm using other dies. So I'm just going to set these aside because we're not using them. That was just my original plan. I'm going to get this out of the way and just remind you that our annual catalog is still going, but only through the end of April. And that is coming up fast, guys. That is only 2 more months. Next month, mid-month or so, they will be releasing the retirement list of everything that's going away. So I would say if there's things in here you want, don't wait. I mean, there's still things in here I want, and hopefully after celebration, I'll get back to them and look at what I still want to order. So that is still going strong. Okay, I do want to show you the paper we're using today. I've shown you it a couple times. It's the Perennial Lavender paper. I'm going to show you again how I store my paper. So I keep it right in the plastic it comes in. I keep all of my scraps right inside of that plastic in one of our little clear envelopes that you can buy in the catalog, just like that. So all those little pieces are together. I write on the front the name of the paper, when it was from, and how much it cost. And that's just a reminder for me. If later I give it away, I need to have that for tax purposes, what it costs, so I can record that. And then on the back, on the plastic, I record all of the colors that are in that paper. Now I do that in larger letters just because this print is so tiny to see, and that just makes it easier and quicker when I'm looking for a coordinating paper. But the other thing I wanted to show you today is someone said, oh my gosh, that's a lot of writing. Every time you get a pack of that paper, you have to do that writing. And I do. Every time I get a new pack of that paper, I do. But I almost completely used up my last pack of this. So all that really was left were these few scraps. So what I did is I opened a new pack. I don't know if you can see that. And I just put the rest of the sheets right in here with the old. So I don't have to record any of that again. It's on this pack right here, right now. So if you're using up a pack and you get a new one, just go ahead and stick your papers in there. They're all together that way once you've opened it. It just makes it easier for me to find it all together, and then I don't have to rewrite all of that information. And my little arrow up here, in case you're wondering, is just so when I store this, I stand it the right way, because I have been known to pick up my paper and accidentally dump it all out. So by having that arrow, I know that's the way it goes. Okay, that's our paper, our beautiful, beautiful Perennial Lavender paper from the Spring Mini. Okay, let's get some pieces here. So for our card today, we have a basic white envelope that I'm just going to set out of the way. We have a basic black card base, and this card base is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and it goes vertical. I have a piece of basic white that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And remember, I always post all of these measurements by end of day in the comments, and actually in the description of this video. So they will be there later today. That's going to go on our inside. We're going to be using some designer series paper from that Perennial Lavender. So I picked this design, and I ran it through my cut and emboss machine using these beautiful Thoughtful Expressions dies that I just showed you in the catalog. And I used every other size. So I started out with the largest, and then went 2 down, and then went 2 down, and put this on my cut and emboss machine just like this. So I layered them the way I wanted them, added some washi tape, and then ran it through. So I'm going to peel this off right now because these are parts we're going to be using. So we're using this outside layer today, and we're using this inside layer today. But these other two pieces, let me get these off of here gently. So when I use my washi tape, the first few times I use it, you want to be sure that you are taking it and running it on your skin to pick up dead skin cells, or running it on a sweater to get some fuzzies. And that just makes it a little less sticky, so that when you run it through the cut and emboss machine, it's going to really push that tape down onto your paper, and you don't want to tear it. Still be careful pulling it off, of course, but that's really going to help you. So that's the 3 dies we used right there. Let me get rid of this washi tape and get it out of the way. And then we are not using these 2 pieces today. I'm setting them aside for another card, but I will use them because just look how pretty they layer together. Whoops, got to get it the right direction. There we go. And you can tell by the design on this paper, so everything matches up pretty well, that I'm going to make another card out of those pieces. But not today. Those are for another day. So these I'm going to get rid of and put over here out of the way. Then I also cut out a white layer. So this layer was the number 2 size, not the largest, but the next one down. And I cut out a layer of white. And then also a tiny little layer. This is the very smallest one that we're going to use for our sentiment. So let me get all those pieces out of the way for that. And then for today, we are going to be using this butterfly. So this butterfly comes from the paper butterfly accents that are in the spring catalog. And they are beautiful. They're die cut, laser die cut. So you already, they're all cut out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different designs on each page, and there's 40 total, so it's 8 pages of them. You get a lot of butterflies, which is really cool. And when you take them out of the paper, you just want to be extra careful. So just kind of wiggle them a little bit and loosen up those tiny little tabs where they're still connected. There's not a lot of them, but this is a really fragile die cut, so you want to be very careful pulling them out, especially those little antennas, just like that. So I wanted to show you that. And then after you pull them out, where you disconnected those little tabs, there might be a little bit of paper still attached. So I usually just, they're very hard to see, but we're going to be putting some color on here, and when you put color on, they start to show. And I see the only one I can see is there's a little one on the bottom of the body here. So all you want to do is take an emery board or a nail file or something as such, something kind of sandy, and just gently rub that off. It doesn't take much at all. These are such tiny, fine little die cuts that you just want to be sure that's off of there. If you're not coloring it, it's probably not even noticeable, but once you add ink, you can see those a little bit more. Okay, so there's our butterfly. I'm going to move the thoughtful expressions out of the way, and we're going to put this card together. So I love the look of layers, and I love these layers so much. They are, my friend Carol said something on my last one, like, you really love those layers. I do. I love these layers. And I just wanted to have a unique look on here. So what I decided is I cut out the white one that's going to go inside of there. And then this layer is going to go right on there. And again, you're going to want to make sure if your pattern has a right or wrong that you're matching your patterns, that they're still going the correct way. So this is kind of how we're putting it together on our base. So I'm just set that aside. And then we'll keep this for our sentiment. I'm going to start out with the inside of my card and just get that part done. So I'm going to grab some gorgeous grape ink. And this card is made with a special person in mind. So you guys know I do that when I really need a card sometimes. It says, I know you will get through this on the inside. And this is someone going through a very rough time right now that just needs a little bit of encouragement. Make sure my cardstock is straight here. And my sentiment is pretty straight. Just like that. And these sentiments come from the Perennial Postage stamp set. I can grab that real quick and show you. It's right here. So there's lots of wonderful sentiments in here, but we're using the big hugs on the outside today, and then I know you will get through this on the inside. So that is that. And then we are using one stamp from the Painted Lavender set, and that is these two little butterflies. I just wanted to add a little more accent on the inside of this card, so I chose these little butterflies. And we're just going to add them right down here in the corner like that. And then while I have my ink out, let's do our outside sentiment of big hugs. I got to make sure this is going the right direction. So when you're using these dies, you can place them in several different ways on your card. And I'm placing them so that the little divot in the middle is going straight up and down. So when I'm stamping my sentiment, I want to be sure that that's how I'm placing my sentiments. So I'm lining those divots up here on my grid paper or grid glass thing here. And we're just going to add the big hugs to the middle like that. Okay? Hope that made sense. I think it did. And then we might as well do our envelope right away too. So I'm going to just do big hugs on the envelope and take those same two little butterflies and kind of curve them around and put them on the card. So that's the outside of our card. Alrighty, let's put this on the inside using my seal. Hope you guys are having a good day. Is it sunny where you are? Is it cloudy? The sunshine is really coming out here now, so I guess it's going to be a sunnier day than I thought, which is wonderful. And what exciting things do you have on your agenda this Tuesday? This whole week for me is all about taxes. I felt like I've spent all weekend on them and I'm nowhere near ready. So any spare moments I have will be spent on taxes because we have an upcoming tax appointment. Okay, so that's the inside of our card on the black like that. I think we're done with this ink for now. We're going to pull it out in a few minutes, but we're going to put it away for now. So let's add our layers. Just going to take some seal and go on my edges on here. And then I'm going to add just a little bit extra right, and I think that's the only place I need it, right along closer to that opening there, because I just want this to lay flat on there and not pop open too much. So let's get this on here, see if I've got it pretty centered. Not at all. Try that again. Some days are better than other, guys. You know that. Seems like when I am off once, I'm off the rest of the day. So hopefully this is not a sign of the times to come here. All right, not too bad. Okay, so there is our outer layer of this paper. And then we're going to add our white layer. So when I ran this through the cut and emboss machine, I noticed it got kind of a little mark. I've showed you that before, and I show you those things because that's just the nature of paper crafting. Marks get on our stuff, smudges get on our stuff, and we just do our best to cover it up and make it look beautiful. So what I'm going to do, because I know I'm adding something up here in this top corner, I'm going to put that up to the top corner because will distract from any marks like that. So let's go on the back of here. Add some seal all the way around and come in, put that piece over to that side, and then we're going to layer this in here, and I'm going to try to get it even, and I'm making sure that my design matches up. So you can see how when I lay this in here, I'm taking just a minute before pushing it down to try to get an even border and my little tabs kind of matching up. Just like that. Doesn't have to be super perfect, but you want it as close as you can. Then we're going to take our next piece, and again, I want my design going up and down because that's how it is on here, so I'm watching that. We're going to come here on the back, and add some seal. Just on 4 corners, kind of, or 4 sides, to hold this down. Oops, turn it back over. Make sure my design's going the right way, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm putting this in here, leaving that same border, making sure my little tabs match up all the way around. Whoa, there it moved a little bit. That's why I don't push it down till I'm sure I have it where I want it. The good thing with seal is if you don't push it down very hard, you can usually lift it again. So I try to be very gentle when I lay my things down until I'm ready to make them stick. All right, so that is the base. Then we're gonna take our big hugs, and I'm gonna pop this up on a couple dimensionals. In fact, I'm gonna use, let me think how many I wanna use on here. I think I'm gonna use just 2. We'll do 1 right at the top here and 1 at the bottom. Pull those off. A little backing, sorry for reaching over. And then we're gonna put this in the middle of our cards. Same thing, just kind of pop it down so it looks pretty close. Don't give it a firm press till you know you have it where you want it, but that looks like where I want it, so I'm gonna push that down. All right, so that's what I did with all those fun layers. Now I still have all those layers in between, remember, so I can go and make another card that's similar but a little different, and I will not throw those away. They will definitely be used, but it was fun cutting them all out and playing with them and deciding how I wanted to use them. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use our little die cut butterfly, and I wanna add some color to it. So this butterfly is gonna be coming up off the side of the card here. And you can see when it's white, it's pretty, but it kind of gets lost in all the busyness of the paper. So I'm gonna add some color to it, and we're gonna use my purple blending brush again, just like we did last time when we put it over our embossing folder, but this time I'm gonna color my butterfly. So I'm gonna use Gorgeous Grape and ink this up and then come in. Now you want to be gentle. You want to come in from the side when you're coloring these, and you want to be gentle because this is a simple little die cut with thin little paper, especially on the antenna. So I'm not even going over the antenna very much. I'm just trying to get ink everywhere else right now. I'm gonna come back in here, and I'm coming in toward the center on here, just like I did with the embossing folder last time, to give me that kind of ombre effect inside here on the wings. I'm just going to add a little so it fades in from darker purple to light like that, almost white. I'm going to add just a little bit more. I think I want just a little more on there. We'll come around the edges one more time, and then I'm going to come in and try to get just a little purple on the rest of it. Not a lot, very light, but I want it to, the wings to all be purple, just very gradiated, that ombre effect, darker to light. Okay, so that's how I did that. Look at the beautiful design, stencil design it leaves on my paper. Have to figure out something to do with that. Okay, let's get that out of the way. I think I'll leave it here. I'm now going to add some color to this butterfly's body. And because these antennas were so delicate and I didn't want to go over them a lot, I'm going to add my color using my Gorgeous Grape Stampin Write Marker. And we're just going to come in here, and I'm just going to kind of follow the line of what I think the body would be here with my marker, and then color that in. And then I'm going to take it and extend it onto those antennas. I'm going to curve this body just a little bit. All right, so there is my butterfly's body. So that's how I chose to color this. Oh, this one's all pretty, whoops, pretty inked up. So let's see if I can put it on a white surface so you can see that a little bit better. Here, maybe on here. So that's how my butterfly is colored. So it's got the darker body, the lighter wings, and then the dark around the edge. You could continue building that up if you wanted even darker, but I think this will work. I think it's beautiful. So we're gonna use that. And I'm gonna add this to my card by taking my Tombow glue and running it right up and down the body on this butterfly. Again, you don't need a lot, so squeeze a little out, move it around, spread it where you want it. You can even pull tiny, tiny bits just off the tip onto those antennae if you want. Doesn't really matter, and it's not really necessary, but since I'm spreading the glue out, why not, right? And then we're gonna come in here, and I'm gonna place this right above the big hugs here at an angle so that the entire body is on the card, including this antenna here is being attached, like that. How pretty is that? Look at that, I love it. Now the rest of this is not attached. It is just floating out there in air, and that is totally fine. And then we need a little bling. So it looks like my smudgy fingers got a little bit on the white. So if I can't get that off, let me see if I have my sand eraser here. I do. Let's see if I can get that off. I touched the body of the butterfly right after I colored it, and then use my fat fingers to get that ink all over the card. Oh, but it seems to be coming off really well, so I'm not probably going to worry about it. But if I don't like the way it looks after I'm done, you guys know I'll always make you another one because you're going to get a really nice card from me. All right, there you go. So that's how that is. And then we're going to use the Tinsel Gems 3-pack. This is out of the annual catalog. It's got 3 different colors of these beautiful gems, and they have little bitty pieces of tinsel inside of them that give it a sparkle that is just beautiful. And I loved the color of these. I think they're fresh freesia. I love how they looked when they were on this card. There is a ton of gems right now that would work. This paper has little butterflies on, and we're using a butterfly. So the gold brass brushed butterflies, the brass brushed, yeah, those butterflies, those would also work. And we also have the gems that come in the lavender suite that are beautiful, and all the purples. So you have choices, guys. Pull out your gems and play with them and see which ones you like the best on your cards. And I'm just going to use one of these larger ones right here. And we're going to place that right down here to the side. Now I'm feeling where my dimensional is because I don't want it on top of the dimensional. We talked about this the last couple times pretty in depth, but I want it where there's no dimensional, so when it goes through the mail and it gets squished down, the dimensional gives it some support, and it makes it less apt to catch on the mail machines and cause a problem on your envelope. We're going to take another little one over here, and I'm going to place it to the side again, not over where there's a dimensional. And then I'm going to do one more, but this one, let me see if I can get it up here. I'm going to place this over here on this piece of DSP, and that forms our triangle of our gems, and they have sparkle. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of an opalescent glitter strips in there. Very, very pretty and unique. So that's our card, guys. Just a lot of fun with the layers. Some of my favorite dies, some of my favorite paper. We got to do some coloring here on our butterfly with our blender brush. So this is the card that I'm giving away. Big hugs on the outside. I know you will get through this on the inside. Thank you for taking your time to be with me today. Don't forget to leave your comments for a chance to win this card. You have till tomorrow night to be entered to win today's card, or the next morning until I draw. So I would love to hear from you. As always, I would love to be your creative coach and demonstrator. So if you have any questions at all, or need a catalog, or want to find out about the Stampin' Up! Opportunity, please reach out to me in the comments of this video or by email at crazystampinglady@gmail.com. I do plan to be here on Friday at my normal 10:30 slot. Hopefully. I do have my tax appointment Saturday morning, and I am working frantically to get everything done. But if push comes to shove and Friday I'm still not ready, I may have to postpone Friday's video till maybe Sunday. But I will let you know. I will put out blurbs on my blog and on my page letting you know that I'm postponing. But as of this moment, I have high hopes of being here on Friday at 10:30 with you. So until then, have a wonderful day and be sure to spread some joy. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.